Good morning, children. Today, in this video, I will continue chapter number 10, Motion and Measurement of Distances. So, in last videos, we had discussed the history of transport, and in second video, we had discussed the arbitrary units that in early times, the people used to measure the distances by using either foot span, hand span, or cubit. But there was a major problem regarding that they used to vary from person to person, and there was a lot of confusion regarding the length of the object. So after that, standard units of measurements were introduced. So let's study today that who had introduced the standard units of measurement and what units are taken as a standard units. So children, in 1790, the French created a standard units of measurement called the metric system. Actually, this was for the sake of uniformity, as you have read earlier, that there was a lot of confusion. We were not able to measure the correct length of an object. So for the sake of uniformity, scientists all over the world has accepted a set of standard units of measurement. And this system of units now used is known as an international system of unit. So we can say it as a SI units. So I think it's clear to you. Now there is no problem wherever you go in the world. The unit of measuring length is meter. Meter is a standard unit of measuring the length. So next, let's study that what does 1 meter consist of. If we see that each meter is divided into 100 divisions, 100 equal divisions called the centimeters. And in maths, you have already read that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. And in the same way, 1 centimeter we can consider is equal to 10 mm. So children, for measuring large distances, the meter is not convenient. Suppose you have to measure the distance from Delhi to Chandigarh, then you can't measure it in meters. You can, but it's not convenient. So we need a larger unit to measure the distances. So it was discovered as a kilometer. So kilometer is a large unit of measuring length, and 1 kilometers is equal to 1000 meters. So kilometer is a larger unit of length, and meter is a standard unit of length. And if we want to measure the smaller lengths, then we can use millimeter as well as centimeter. You must have seen in the scale that if you want to measure the length of if you had to measure the length of a line, then you uses a scale, and in scale the distance is given in the centimeters. One side centimeter and the other side the meters. If you have to measure the small length, so you uses the centimeter scale. So that depends upon the length, that how much length you are going to measure. That can be measured in millimeter, centimeters, meters, and kilometers. That depends. Next, let's see what's there. Correct measurement of length. Now there are few precautions to be taken when we use to measure the length. First of all, how we can measure the lengths of different objects. We use various types of measuring devices. Okay, when we have to measure the cloth, then you have seen that shopkeeper uses a meter scale for it. Tailor uses a tape, whereas a cloth merchant maybe use a meter rod. So measuring tape is suitable for measuring the girth of a tree. So children, different measurement instruments are used for it, that you have seen. Measuring tape is there, meter scale is there, and in your pencil box, geometry box, few things are also there. Scale is there. scale which is of 15 centimeter as well as of the 30 centimeter. So that depend upon the length of an object, how much you have to measure. Next, we have to take few of the precautions also. If we have to measure the length by using a scale, then few precautions to be taken in mind. First of all, place the scale in contact with the object along its length. So as shown in the figure, we have to place a scale in contact with the object, not from the away from the object. So correct place is to place the scale along the length to be measured. Next comes that in some scales the ends may be broken. So you may not be able to see the zero mark clearly. So in that cases, you should avoid taking measurement from the zero mark of the scale. Sometimes the scale get broken from the end. So in that case, you have to take care about this. One more point comes, correct position of eye is also important for taking the measurement. Otherwise, your measurement may be wrong by the few centimeters. So this is the exact measurement that your eye should be vertically. When you measure the distance or measure the reading, your eye should be vertically above that where you have to measure the reading. So these are the 3 or 4 points to be kept in mind when you just keep the reading of the scale. So this was, we were talking about the straight line. Now if the curved line is there, if somebody says that measure the diameter of the tree, the girth of the tree, then how we are able to measure it? Is it possible? Like that bark of the tree is there, diameter of the tree if we have to measure, then how we can measure it? It's, I think we can't use a scale for it. Or if one of the curved line is there and you have to measure the length of that curved line, then how we can measure it? So there are few techniques to measure it. Take a non-stretchable string. So with the help of a thread, we can measure the length of the curved line. First of all, we will be using the thread and tie a knot on one of its end. Place the knotted end on the end of the curved line. Suppose this is a curved line AB and we have to measure the length of this curved line. So we will be starting from point A. Here we have placed a knotted end of the thread. Now from this point A point till here, we can measure the length by using a curved that thread. पहले हमने यहाँ से यहाँ तक we had measured the curved line by using the thread. Then keep your finger here and then till here we can measure the length by using the thread. Then again keep your finger here, then with the other hand you can take the thread till here, then from this point to B point. So we have measured the length of curved line by using a thread. Now after that, once we have completed the curved length of curved line, then you can place that thread on the meter scale and you can measure that how much thread we have used to measure the curved line. So in this way, we can measure the length of the curved line by using the thread. And I think it's very, very clear to you and it's very simple. If the curved line is there, so by using the non-stretchable string or a thread, we can measure the length of the curved line. In the same way as I had told you, if you want to measure the diameter of the tree, then with the help of a thread, from one end, tell your friend to hold the thread and you can go around the tree and measure the diameter with the help of a thread. Then you can measure it with the using meter scale. On the meter scale, you can put that thread that how much of the diameter is of the tree. So in this way, children, you can measure the diameters and length of the curved line. So today we have learned that Standard measurements, standard unit of measurements, why they are used? Now they are used as a SI system of units. After that, we have done that how to measure the length by using a meter scale. And after that, how to measure the length of the curved line. So I hope the points, all points are clear. Now you have to take the precautions whenever you are measuring the length of the straight line or either the curved line. Thank you.